Hello, I'm Doc Ellen, and I'm here to tell you about the bald eagles and ospreys at Jordan Lake. I'm a wildlife photographer and an advocate for both the bald eagles and the ospreys. As you can see, I am often at one of the boat ramps. Sometimes I'm up on the bluffs where I've got long views down the lake, or I'm right on top of the dam itself looking down the Haw River. I always bring a chair so I can sit and be quiet for a couple of hours. Isn't this an interesting view of the dam's outlet? And here is the Haw River. Excellent places to look for the raptors. Now, bald eagles have their own fishing technique. They fish the top 6 to 8 inches of the water. They really do not like to get themselves wet any more than just their toes. So they grab their fish and they run. They're headed for up into the trees where they can safely eat their fish. Ospreys, on the other hand, they don't mind getting wet at all. They sometimes go as much as 3 feet under to catch that fish. See? Under and up and out with his catch. Now, ospreys sometimes, when they have too much extra water, they do a dog shake. Now, bald eagles at different ages have different plumages. The fledgling bald eagle has a bright, shiny beak and round, dark eyes. The year-old bald eagle, well, his beak is turning a dull color and his eye has got a little bit of color. The 2-year-old bald eagle, now, he's got a beak that's half dark, half light, and look at his feathers. The 3-year-old bald eagle most definitely has an eye stripe and a smudged nose. Our 4-year-old bald eagle, he's still got some dark in his head and his tail. And then at 5, the bald eagle is fully mature and just what we expect, a white head and tail. The osprey has some plumage and eye color changes too. Here's an adult, dark wing, dark gold eyes. Here's a fledgling. Look at the white at the ends of his feathers, and he's got a red eye. Now, the fish carrying capacity is pretty big for both birds. Here's an adult eagle with a big fish, and here's an adult osprey with a big fish too. How about that? Eagles are lazy. They chase ospreys. The eagle would rather have the osprey catch the fish, and then the eagle chases the osprey, hoping the osprey will drop it. Sometimes, however, the fish wins. The osprey doesn't have much of a toe catch on that fish. The eagle's right below, hoping and hoping and hoping. Oh, is the osprey going to hold on to his fish? No, he didn't. Oh, look, the eagle is watching it. Down goes the fish, and both birds have lost it. Eagles are so lazy they'll chase another eagle for their fish. That's an adult being chased by a 2-year-old. Sometimes eagles just argue with each other. That's an adult and a 1-year-old. Now, ospreys will say no if the eagles get too pushy, especially around an osprey's nest. That's what happened here. Osprey saying, "No, you don't, Mr. Eagle." Really saying, "No, you don't, Mr. Eagle." Let's take a raptor ramble. Here is a bald eagle fishing in the riprap and giving me bad looks. Here's a 2-year-old just glorious in the sky. Ospreys can hover, and they're beautiful when they do that. Bald eagles, now they like to chatter and talk about things, especially fuss about things. Here's another osprey carrying his fish head first. Always do it that way. And here's an eagle carrying his fish just whichever way he caught it. Now, sometimes when I'm down at the riprap and I'm sitting quiet and I have my iPhone, I will try to catch a video of the ospreys fishing. I hope I can really get one actually catching a fish. Oh my, is he going to go in? Oh, I hope so. And there, caught himself a fish. How about that? Here's another 4-year-old. I love their plumage. And this is another fledgling. Oh, and a 3-year-old, very sure he's going to just stick that landing right. And a pair of osprey fledglings. These are siblings. Here is a 3-year-old, very sure of himself. A reminder, Jordan Lake has more than 125 species of birds, so keep an eye out for them, such as eastern bluebird, a pileated woodpecker, and the great blue heron. In the wintertime, we have mergansers. This is a red-breasted merganser. And in the summer, we have yellow-throated warblers. Again, in the winter, we have ring-billed gulls. And, of course, we can't forget the littlest one, the hummingbird. So before we end this part of our shared journey, the other day, Captain Doug and I were out, and we found this fledgling right on the shoreline. He was a little uncertain. He's probably only been flying maybe a week, maybe at the outside 4 weeks. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do, and darn it, that log is rolling right underneath of him. So what should he do? Well, of course, he should fly, and away he goes. Can't think of a better way to end this time with you. So have a blessed day and join me soon at the B. Everett Jordan Lake. Do look me up on Facebook.